What's up, my YouTube minions? I have a battle here against Gandy, was it 237, and he's a, stream regular, but he actually got this battle with me. I was looking for one on my Discord channel, or Discord server, rather, and, yeah, I'll leave the link. I mean, the link's been in the, video descriptions for a while, but, that's where I kind of hang out, if you want to get updates about when I post or stream, that's a pretty good way to do it. Anyway, this is a OU match with no Legends, no Tapus, and no Ultra Beast, which is what he wanted, and I'm like, okay, sure, I guess I can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and lead with Infernape, as he leads with Melodic, and I'm just going to go into Tangrowth, expecting a Water Move. He ends up just going for the Toxic, which is really not great. Tangrowth doesn't have a lot of ways to reliably recover its HP, at least mine doesn't. I mean, I do have Giga Drain, but that's about it. I'm an Assault Vest Tangrowth. Yeah, it's just really not good for a bulky Pokemon like Tangrowth. So I'm going to go for a Giga Drain. He wisely goes out into Scizor, and, you know, I really should have expected Scizor when he said no Tapus. This is kind of like an obvious thing. Scizor is obviously a wrecking ball in the last couple generations. Not so much now. It's been held in check by Tapu Lele, who obviously can get around Scizor's, you know, real great point, which is the priority Bullet Punch. But yeah, obviously it is a lot better if you're not able to use Tapus. So, yeah, he's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and then just U-turn as I go into Infernape, which I believe, X4 resists that, so not a bad switch for me. And he's going to go out into Melodic again now, and as you can see, he does have the, you know, the Burn Orb or whatever it's called, which burns him, and it probably activates his ability, which will increase his defense when he has a status condition. I believe it's Marvel Scale, or is that the one that's Dragonite's ability? I don't remember. It's something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to go back into Tangrowth as he just goes for a recover to get back to full HP, which is a pretty decent play. And I do have Leaf Storm. I'm just going to go for it. In case he wants to go back into Scizor, Leaf Storm will do a little bit more damage to the Scizor. It'll also do decent damage to this Melodic. Instead he decides to go into Goodra, and at first I was thinking, oh crap, this is a Sap Sipper Goodra, but apparently it's not, so that's not terrible, although I still really do nothing against it due to the resistance. My special attack also harshly falls, but I'm like, at this point, whatever, I'm just going to go for the knockoff to get rid of this thing's item. Looking at that damage, it's definitely Assault Vested itself, and I know that I can live even a Flamethrower from this thing, and even a Draco Meteor from this thing, with my own Assault Vest, so it's a pretty good thing to do. He does have the Gooey ability, which is another decent ability. Most of these things tend to be Sap Sipper, though, so I was kind of worried about that, but apparently not this one, so that's fine. And out goes Goodra, and he goes out into Arcanine, which, you know, doesn't have Intimidate, and that's something that I noticed. I'm like, so it's either Flash Fire or Justified. Probably Flash Fire. And I actually go for the Earthquake this turn, figuring it's going to hit the Goodra if I live harder than anything else I have. And it ends up being great for me because he goes out in Arcanine, and that's, like, amazing. And I'm going to go into Greninja. Now, this is Ash Greninja, and I have Hydro Pump, and I miss. And that really sucks. I could have Mega Evolved right there and gotten rid of the Arcanine, which would have been huge. So now I have to pivot. I go into Miss Magus to take the Extreme Speed, but I'm still kind of worried he has Crunch or something, so I decide to go out into Garchomp. And he ends up using his Z move, Inferno Overdrive, which really scary on Arcanine. It's a Stab Z move. Whenever you have a Stab Z move, you're always going to really do a lot of damage, and yeah, he goes for that. And it is resisted by my Garchomp, but still, Garchomp does not take that well at all. Oh yeah, because he crit me. So I missed, and then he crit. And I was really salty about that. I'm not going to lie, I am salty as F. Because I could have had, you know, my transformation with Greninja. I could have gotten rid of this Garchomp. Sorry, that Arcanine. But instead, no. I'm taking, my Garchomp is nearly dead. So I just go for an Earthquake. This is actually Scarf Chomp, which is a mon that not many people use. I guess some people use Scarf Chomp still. It's actually probably the second most popular Chomp set, but it's kind of a Gen 4 thing mostly. I guess it is okay in this gen. They're still used. I shouldn't say that. So, yeah, he's going to go for a nice beam as I go into Miss Magus, and I decide to go for a sub, seeing what he's going to do. And he goes into Tyranitar, which is a really solid play. I don't have hidden power fighting like I did in the good old days. Instead, I have Dazzling Gleam on this Miss Magus, which is still super effective against Tyranitar, so I can use that since I do have this turn with you know, substitute. Unless he has Pursuit, you know, that would really actually suck if he did. But he doesn't, so, yeah, I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam, see how much I can do. He takes that really well, though, because he does have that Sandstorm special defense boost for rock types. And, yeah, that's going to allow him to take that pretty darn nicely. Plus, I didn't have any bonuses on this Miss Magus anyway. And, yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, he is... Well, I'm going to switch out because I don't want to deal with that, obviously. And I'm going to go out into my Steelix, which is a newly released Mega. Newly released in Gen 7, that is. So that's pretty cool. Wanted to give this guy a whirl again. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and set up Stealth Rocks, figuring that it should be able to help wither down his team and keep him from, you know, getting those free switches that he's been using early in this match. Basically, it's a good thing to set up, and I can hopefully set up some kind of sweep once I get, you know, his Pokemon withered down. He does have Superpower in his Tyranitar, not something I was really expecting, but now that he has -1 attack, I don't think he can actually kill me again, you know, with another one. So I'm feeling pretty confident about just staying in and trying to go for an Earthquake. He wisely switches out into Melodic, which is going to take this pretty well thanks to its ability. But a Stabbed Earthquake from a Mega Steelix is still going to do a decent amount, so not really a worthless turn there. But I am going to peace out now. I go out into Miss Magus again, hoping that he would actually recover, because I'd really like to get, you know, a Calm Mind up. And instead he goes for a Scald, which is stabbed, and it does a... I really kind of thought maybe I could live one, that Scald after a Calm Mind. Looking at that damage in this replay, though, I really should have known I wasn't going to live. I try to go for, you know, a Calm Mind to get, you know, special defense here. Instead, he just goes for another Scald, and it's going to kill Miss Magus, and that's an unfortunate, you know, I guess head calculation for me. I was like, oh, maybe I can live one after a Calm Mind. No, I really should have realized I couldn't, but that was a mistake on my part. Either way, I can go into Ash Greninja now. This thing is low enough that I'm pretty darn sure I can KO with a Dark Pulse, so that's what I do. And I'm going to be able to Mega Evolve, or whatever you want to call it, into Ash Greninja. And Ash Greninja is a force to be, you know, dealt with. He's going to go into Tyranitar again, get off his Sandstorm, but I'm like, with Ash Greninja with a Hydro Pump, I'm thinking I can actually kill this Tyranitar. I don't care how bulky you are in the Sandstorm. However, I still need to hit. So, there you have it, the second miss of the match. I missed 2 Hydro Pumps, and he crit me with Inferno Overdrive. Really kind of mad, kind of salty. I know, it happens, it's part of the game, but let me be salty at least. Well, so I go into Infernape again. I'm just going to go for a U-turn in case he wants to switch. He ends up staying in, which is fine. That's going to kill him, especially after his defense dropped. I am Choice Banded Infernape, and that is super effective, so that's going to be able to take it out. And it's going to go into Steelix. I know that he's probably going to go out... I'm actually kind of surprised he goes out into Gengar here. I was kind of expecting him to go into Mega Scizor to try to set up. But I'm like, alright, I'm probably going to die to this thing, but... Mega Steelix, surprising me, lives that Shadow Ball, and I'm able to get off an Earthquake against the Gengar, which you can totally do in this generation because these things don't have Levitate anymore. So goodbye, Gengar. And yeah, now he's going to go into Scizor, and I decide, in case he wants to set up a Swords Dance, I'm just going to go for a Dragon Tail, which will, of course, also hit that Arcanine, which would be really nice Stealth Rock damage. So that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to go for a Dragon Pulse. If he attacks me, then Steelix dies, obviously, but... if he doesn't, tries to set up, something I just needed to do because I wasn't going to do that much with Earthquake. So, yeah, I go out to my Infernape now, and I knew that his Arcanine was Flash Fire, and I was pretty darn sure he would try to go into it, predicting a Fire Punch. Sucks for me that he doesn't. He tries to stay in. You know, he is staying in here, which I was not expecting. It was a really, actually, pretty solid and a good play by him to, you know, I guess he predicted the fact that I would try to go for a Mach Punch. And, yeah, that worked out for him because even though I'm going to be able to take out this Scizor with Choice Banded Mach Punches, now we can go into Arcanine and that thing will totally live. 1 layer of my Stealth Rocks. It's a low HP, but there's nothing I can do. He can Extreme Speed kill my Infernape. And because he crit with Inferno Overdrive, he is in killing range of my Garchomp as well. But either way... fantastic match there, Skep, a.k.a. Gandy. Was fun, still kind of salty. Look at that Arcanine with just a sliver of health. It should be dead to the Hydro Pump. Heck, it should have, I should have been able to live and outspeed him with Scarf Chomp. If he didn't crit me with Inferno Overdrive, okay, I'm just really salty. But them's the break sometimes. Hacks are part of the game. Leave a comment about what your favorite non-champion Elite Four member. I guess champions are never part of the Elite Four, but just to specify, it cannot be a champion. I mean, I guess if it became a champion later, like Lance, if they're eligible. But basically, your favorite Elite Four member. This is continuing kind of like my little streak of question of the days about favorite NPCs and stuff. As for me, probably gonna be cliche and say Lance from Gen 1. Then again, you know what? No, I'm gonna go with Elite Four Karen, who has one of my favorite quotes in Pokemon games about using your favorite Pokemon. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon, real trainers use their favorite, something along those lines. So leave a comment about that and see you guys next time. Later.